What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a full day of eating. I'm trying to be a little bit quiet because Alex is still in bed. It's about 6:30. I usually wake up between now 6:30 and 7 really. Alex doesn't usually wake up till like 7:30 or 8, so gotta be a little bit quiet. So obviously I'm going to be taking you guys along today, sharing with you guys everything that I eat in a day. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It really helps support my channel, and also don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future videos, and I will see you guys at breakfast. So my goal is to always drink a full one of these of water in the morning before I have my breakfast, and I try to drink most of it before I even have my first cup of coffee. I'm sure you guys know that coffee actually dehydrates you, and when we wake up from our sleep, we are naturally dehydrated. We haven't drank any water or anything, obviously, in at least 7, 8, 9 hours. So drinking water first thing in the morning is actually super important. So yeah, I make myself drink a bunch of water before I get to enjoy my coffee. So I'm not feeling super hungry. I have been doing smoothies lately for breakfast, but I'm just not really feeling that. So I'm gonna have a protein bar today, and I actually shared with you guys these protein bars in my fitness favorites video, I think it was recently. I don't even remember what video it was, but they're called Built Bars, and they are the best tasting protein bar I've ever had in my freaking life. They're like, this one is chocolate coconut, and like it literally tastes like a Mounds or like Almond Joy without the almond. They're amazing. They're not like super calorie dense, so it's not like a great breakfast. There's only, it's only 110 calories, but I'm just gonna eat this, and then when I feel hungry, I'll have like a full-blown breakfast. So yeah, I'm just never usually hungry for like the first couple hours that I wake up in the morning, and I don't like forcing food into my stomach. And I actually think I'm gonna take a rest day from the gym today because everything is sore. But normally, especially if I work out, I don't like to work out on like a full stomach, like a big, hefty meal with like avocado toast or just, I don't know, things that are very filling. So that's why I like to do things like smoothies or bars before my workout, and then after my workout, I usually have like a bigger normal breakfast. But again, I'm not even gonna work out today, but I will show you guys when I have my full breakfast. So I'm just about to make my first like real meal of the day, and if you guys have seen any of my prior what I eat in a day videos, then this is gonna be super not exciting because I eat this pretty much every day, and I have for years, which is crazy. But I'm just gonna have avocado toast. Actually, it's like a breakfast sandwich. Avocado toast with an egg and gluten-free bread, organic turkey slices, and then I'm gonna have some blueberries on the side. So these are the eggs that I'm using, these organic free-range eggs, and this is the bread that I'm gonna be having, some organic bloobs, and organic turkey. Okay, so for those of you who are curious about tracking macros, I'll just show you how easy it is when you have a scale to track. So once everything is on here, I want to measure out my avocado. So I'm going to just zero out my scale, and I want it set to grams. So now it's set to 0, and then I'm just going to scoop this out of here and then obviously measure on to the toast. So in reality, like I always say, it doesn't really take that much more time to track your macros. The first couple of weeks do, because you're kind of getting used to it, you're getting used to the app and all sorts of things like that. But as far as like the actual tracking your food, if you have a scale, it's really not that much more time consuming, because it's like, obviously you're gonna be scooping out the avocado and spreading it on your toast regardless. I just have it set on the scale so that I can actually see how much avocado I'm using, and then I just put the amount of grams into my Fitness Pal. So it's very easy. So now I have 40 grams of avocado, and like I said, that's easily trackable. And then I already know what 2 slices of this turkey is, like how many grams it is, so I don't even need to zero my scale back out. But if I didn't, I would simply just zero it out again and then put the turkey on the toast, and then you would know how many grams of that as well. I do some pink salt. I just have avocado, pink Himalayan salt, and then I'm gonna do my turkey. After all these years, I still just love this meal so dang much. All right, I am just about to make a second cup of coffee for the day. I usually have 2 cups. As you saw, I had one in the morning, and then I usually make one in the afternoon. I'm using collagen And I'm probably just gonna do like half a scoop of this because I found with this brand, even though it's a really good brand, when I add like a full scoop, it's just like, it's just a little bit too much for me for the coffee. Maybe it's because I only do 8 ounces. If I did like 12 or 16, it would be fine. But so I'm just gonna do a half a scoop of collagen and then half a tablespoon of almond butter. And it gives it the almond butter. I wish I had coconut butter, honestly, because it just makes it so creamy and it gives it the best texture and taste. I don't have it, so I'm just using almond, which is still gonna be really good. And then after I add these two, I will decide if I wanna add like a little bit of sweetness, and if I do, I'll probably just do a little bit of coconut sugar. So I have been obsessed with this handheld frother, like, oh my gosh. But I've never tried blending the almond butter, so let's see how this goes. So good. I'm not even gonna add anything. The almond butter, like I said, it just gives it like a super creamy, like, oh my gosh, I don't know, like normally I'm not like, I don't like my coffee very sweet, but I always like some kind of cream, you know, whether it's coconut milk or an actual creamer, like I just need it to be creamy. And this totally does the trick without even adding any actual cream. So such a win-win because it's better quality than coffee cream. So I'm having a little bit of a sweet tooth, so I'm just gonna have a serving of these. These are, if you've never heard of Lily's, it is a game changer. She makes sugar-free chocolate that is sweetened with stevia. It's phenomenal because you can enjoy chocolate without the sugar. And I actually normally buy these chips for baking, so I really shouldn't even be eating these because then when I go to make a recipe and I don't have chocolate chips, I'm gonna be mad, but I have like over half the bag left, so it's fine. So as you guys probably saw from the description of this video, it's what I eat in a day for a lean bulk. And that's because my goal right now is to put on some lean muscle mass. So I am currently in a bulk, but the reason I put lean bulk is because that just simply means that you are eating in a calorie surplus because you're trying to put on muscle, but you're only slightly above your maintenance calories. So for those that aren't familiar, your maintenance calories are basically just the calories that you have to consume every single day in order to neither lose fat or lose weight or gain weight. So I am just slightly above my maintenance calories because I do want to put on muscle, but I'm not in a hurry and I'm not trying to put on any excess extra fat that I don't have to. So that's why it is a lean bulk. And I also like to call it a clean bulk because my diet consists of 80 to 90% whole, healthy, nutrient-dense foods. So a lot of times when people are in a bulk, they will eat things like fast food or burgers or pizza, Pop-Tarts, donuts, whatever, because they obviously contain a lot of calories. However, even though my goal is to have a certain physique and I'm trying to put on muscle and look a certain way, the number one most important thing for me is genuinely the way that I feel and giving my body the nutrients it needs in order to be healthy on the inside, not just the outside, because there are so many people that look amazing on the outside. They might be shredded, or you might look at bikini competitors and think that they must be so healthy because they look amazing. But the reality is a lot of people who compete, and I'm not, you know, faulting people who compete or looking down upon them or anything like that, but oftentimes people that are that all in with their diet and have that low of a body fat percentage or have shredded abs, not always, but a lot of the times, their insides aren't thriving, and that's why a lot of girls who compete will actually lose their periods for months on end or even sometimes years because they are messing with their hormones. And our bodies want an adequate amount of healthy fats and healthy carbs, and when we start to cut all of that stuff out and just go really, really hardcore with our diet and consume a lot of artificial sweeteners versus natural sweeteners, which a lot of people do for competing and being shredded, that's where we can kind of get in trouble with our actual health, our inner health. So for me, my health and fitness journey, my passion started with nutrition and holistic nutrition and healing myself and feeling better from the inside. And I also just find that when you take care of your inside and you consume things that are good for you and that your body actually wants, it's going to shine through on the outside. So if you have a healthy inside, there's a good chance that your physique and your skin and everything else is going to show that. So I always just put this out there because there's such a difference, unfortunately, between health and fitness. And I say that health and fitness is my passion, But like I said, it started really with health and nutrition, and I'm really passionate about eating organic and eating, again, just like mainly whole foods and really nutrient dense, beneficial superfoods basically. And you know, we can have abs and be shredded and look amazing, but if we have hormone imbalances or cancer or, you know, any of these other issues, it's like, who cares if you have abs? So really the most important thing and the main focus should always be filling your body with nutrient dense foods, not just what's low fat, what's low sugar. Looking at the actual ingredients and what we're eating is so key for your overall health. And again, when you're healthy on the inside, that's just gonna shine through on the outside. With all that being said, like I said, my main goal right now is to put on lean muscle mass, but I am doing that in a healthy way. And I have been in bulks before in the past where I would literally force feed myself because I needed to eat like over 2,000 calories a day, which for someone that's 4'10", 95 pounds, that's not super easy to do always. And so I would be like stuffing my face before bed and just like eating when I wasn't hungry. And that can really wreak a lot of havoc on our gut. So if you are in a bulk or you are looking to put on muscle, there are healthy and effective ways to do that without, you know, stuffing food down your throat when you just don't want it. So obviously what I'm eating today is not what I eat every single day, aside from, I know the breakfast that I showed you guys, I said I eat all the time, but our dinners always change, my snacks always change, my lunches always change. So obviously this is just like a general idea to give you guys ideas and maybe just meal ideas in general, but this is not like my everyday diet. That's why I think it's really fun and informative to film these, you know, once a month or whatever, just periodically to show you guys that kind of a variety of what I'm eating. But I also want to say that just because I'm eating certain foods or eating in a certain way or hitting certain macros absolutely doesn't mean that that is what your body wants and what your body needs. We all have different needs. We all have different bodies and anatomy, and it's really important that we eat for ourselves and our health and doing what's best for us and what makes us feel good. So again, I don't make these videos so that you will copy my exact diet. I make them to give you ideas and just give you a little glimpse into what I do eat in a day. And I really enjoy watching these videos. I hope you guys enjoy watching them too. But yeah, I just wanted to throw all that out there just to make everything super clear. You guys do know I track macros. I talk about it all the time. I talked about it earlier in this video. It is something I'm passionate about only because I feel like it's an amazing way to know that you're on track, go on track towards your goals without restricting yourself of any specific foods or food groups. And I swear by it. It's something I've done for years, but I will also say it's not for everybody. So that's just what I do. That's what works for me, but you do what works for you. What's up, guys? It is time for some lunch. I think I'm gonna do a leftover turkey burger. We had turkey burgers the other night for dinner, and we have one left over. So I think I'm gonna do that for lunch. And then for dinner, I'm gonna do like a breaded chicken recipe using this like paleo breading stuff that's really cool. I bought it from Sprouts, and then I'll throw that in the air fryer. So that's what I'm gonna do for dinner. And then now, I'm trying to think what to have with the turkey burger though, because we only have enough sweet potato for dinner tonight. So I don't know, let's see. So I'm really slacking in the veggie department simply because we ran out of kale and spinach, which are usually, I try to eat those every single day. So I have some broccoli though, it's unopened that I've had for a while. So this needs to get eaten anyways. And then this is not the best. I would not even recommend this brand because just because something is calorie free doesn't make it healthy, and this is a perfect example. However, I forget why I bought, for a taco salad recipe, whatever. So every so often I will buy stuff like low calorie stuff, just if it's something that I like rarely ever have and it's just like the fat or whatever is not worth it to me, because like the fat from Thousand Island dressing or dressing in general is very, very high and it is hard to fit into my macros. But again, I wouldn't recommend Walden Farms, even though they are a huge fitness brand, just because, yeah, there's not like, this isn't full of like whole good ingredients, and it's just, yeah. So I'm just gonna have, but we don't have anything else for me to really, if we had hummus, I would totally dip these in hummus, but we're out of that as well. I need to hit the groceries. So I'm just gonna have some of these with a little bit of this, and then I'm gonna make the turkey burger. And I'm not usually a cheese person. I don't really eat dairy unless it's like a treat for me and we're out to eat or something. But I found this brand, it's called Organic Pastures, and they make this raw cheddar. And it's so amazing because the only ingredients are organic whole raw milk, vegetable rennet, culture, and sea salt. So like, this is the most organic raw cheese I have ever found. So like maybe once or twice a week I will use this like on my like lunches or dinners. I try to even still keep that to a minimum just because I'm just not a huge fan of dairy. I just choose not to really eat it that much. But on a turkey burger, I'm gonna definitely have some of that. And then I'm just doing half of one of these buns. It's a millet and chia gluten-free bun. And the brand is Little Northern Bakehouse. So yeah, these are actually really good too. I feel like it was really hard for me for a while to find good gluten-free buns of any kind, and these are really great. Okay, this doesn't look pretty or good at all, but this is just the reality of it. So like I said, turkey burger, it's about 4 ounces, and I always buy organic meat, and not only just because of the hormones that you don't have to worry about in it, or the GMOs and what the animals were actually fed, but also because of the animal cruelty. I really don't like to support factory farming. If you don't know anything about that, I highly recommend watching some videos on it. Check out some health documentaries on Netflix. Very informative. So that is why I buy the best quality meat I possibly can. Number 1, for my health, but number 2, for the rights of the animals. And then obviously you guys saw I had the broccoli, and then a little bit of this dressing. I poured too much, but I won't use it all. Hi, what are you doing? Huh? Back in the kitchen. So I like to try to make a dessert, like a healthy dessert recipe every single week, so that when Alex and I have a sweet tooth, we can just grab whatever I made. It's usually like a paleo dessert. So this, I've talked about this before. These are amazing. Simple Mills is one of my favorite brands ever. They have my favorite crackers and just all sorts of different products. They have amazing ingredients in their products, and they all taste amazing. So these are chocolate muffin and cake mix. It's almond flour for the flour, and then it is gluten-free, 5 grams of protein. And then for 2 servings, you get, you have 8 grams of sugar. However, that sugar is coming from organic coconut sugar, which is something I've also talked about before. Coconut sugar does not spike your insulin levels like regular white refined sugar. Therefore, it does not have as much of a negative effect as your standard sugar would. It's similar to eating sugar that's in fruit or maple syrup or just like a natural source. So coconut sugar is definitely my go-to whenever I am baking or sweetening things. And the other ingredients in here is almond flour, organic coconut sugar, cocoa, arrowroot, organic coconut flour, baking soda, and sea salt. That's everything that's in these. So yeah, I love these so much. I think I actually talked about these in my healthy food swaps video. That's what it was. I know I've talked about these before. And so I'm gonna make these, and then for the frosting, I'm gonna use something else that I've talked about before, and I think it was also in my healthy food swaps. It is monk fruit powdered sugar. So it is a 0-calorie sweetener, but it is coming from a natural source. So it is not an artificial sweetener. And since it is the powdered sugar, you can make frosting out of that. So I'm gonna mix that with some coconut oil and then use like a cake mixer. It makes frosting, and there you have some sugar-free frosting on muffins. So it's an amazing, healthy alternative, and it seriously tastes so good. So I accidentally put too much almond milk in the frosting mix, so I ended up having to like drizzle it on top like this, so hopefully it is still good. But I'm just gonna have one of these, and then I probably won't eat again until dinner. So I'm just gonna be taking some oil, and I think I have avocado oil, and I'm gonna coat these sweet potatoes in that, and then I'm going to put pink salt and garlic powder on these, and then I'm gonna throw them in the air fryer. And then with this chicken, I'm gonna use this paleo powder, so it basically acts as like a breading for the chicken, so it's like chicken strips. And I think I showed these in another video as well, but the ingredients in these are really good. It's basically just a bunch of seasonings, almond meal, flaxseed meal, paleo powder. So yeah, it's just an all natural way to make a breading for your chicken. Oh, and I'm also gonna throw an egg in a bowl, and I'm gonna whisk it, and then I'm gonna dip the chicken in the egg first and then coat it in this. I'll show you guys, but yeah, and then I'm gonna throw these in the air fryer as well. Okay, so I have my chicken here, and like I said, I'm just going to dip each one of these into the eggs and then coat it in this. And then I'm not sure how long to put it in the air fryer for, but I will let you guys know on that. And I've actually made this before, and it turns out really good. So this is what they end up looking like before they go in. It looks like I'm probably gonna have to do 2 rounds in the air fryer because I don't think all these are gonna fit in there. But once the sweet potatoes come out, I will cut these or split these in half and throw half of them in the air fryer, and then we'll probably eat, and then I'll throw the other half in there and we will save them for tomorrow. So that is everything that I think I'm going to be eating tonight. If not, I will be sure to show anything else I eat. But I'm pretty sure my macros are full and I am full. So I think that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.